Hi, in this video, we're going through the transaction in SSIS and how it used and what the usage of the transaction. The transaction it's used to maintain the data integrity in SSIS. What does that mean? That means that if anything happened to my packages while I am enable the transaction in a sequence because it's used inside the sequence container, if any error occurred on one of the tasks that I use, any other, all or the other packages or tasks will not do any modifications or doesn't do any modification to my data or any changes. In my example, you guys will see how the transaction used, and it will be very clear for you after I end my work on the example. What I'm going to do first, to enable the transaction, you have to go to Windows search tab and type services. And in the services, you need to go to distributed transaction coordinator. Distributed, what is it? Right here. You need to start it. If it's started already, you're good. But if it's stopped, you need to start it. Distributed transaction coordinator. So I can enable the transaction in a sequence container. Drag and drop the sequence container and go to properties. Right here in the properties, you have to go to the transaction option and select required. Now my transaction is being enabled. I will do a little example right here. I have a table called, let's call this table a warehouse table. This data mart consists of 4 different columns. Let's go back here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete from. Let's write the query in a SQL, delete from dbo dot warehouse where product ID equal 6. So this statement will be on the first task. It's supposed for me delete the last record right here, and the other task, this one called let's call it like delete record. The other one, it's only selecting. This is the one that I'm going to fill the whole package. Select, which is here. All I need is this one. Simple tag. Select, but I will going to delete the break and the letter E from the warehouse. Press OK in order to have a failed task right here, and see this one will execute successfully. Let's mix this one, make sure that's it's failed. So I want to know if my transaction will work or not. See, now here this one will failed, and this the first one it will run successfully. But let's see if my transaction will protect my data, and I don't want to delete from my table unless the other task is execute successfully. This is how the transaction is supposed to do. And let's run it. See guys, this one without the transaction is supposed to be delete the data because it's execute successfully. But with the transaction, it will not delete anything. Let's come here and select everything. See guys, I have the record still right there. But if I disabled the transaction here and call the supported, and I'm not sure, let me see. And come here. See guys, after I disable the transaction, my record has been deleted even though I have the other task being filled. So the transaction, it's maintain my data integrity in case if I have any other tasks that's filled in my project. So it will not affect any task uh, to my like a target or destination unless everything is executed successfully. So this is how the transaction used and how it's protect my data. Thank you for watching my video and see you for next videos.